As a result of that, people are coming out demanding that the president dissolve parliament and proclaim a date for election. The opposition leader have been meeting also to try to get the president to call a date for election. And this is part of the struggle, not only from the PPP but other sections of society are coming out. You see today's protest is a protest where a number of persons from other sectors have been coming out here this morning to vent their anger and frustration that this government is in office illegally and they're not calling an election date.
Will we host the host registration? What are your thoughts as we...
Well, as Chief Scrutineer of the PPP, I'm very optimistic that the Chief Justice will uphold our Constitution and uphold the laws of the country, and at the same time also uphold the order that the CCJ has made.
Sir, have your followers and supporters been registering in the host?
Well, many are not registering. Many are not registering. Some are registering because of threats by staff from GCOM that they will be prosecuted. But many of the PPP supporters, many other sections of society, people have not been registering.
What do you make of the 174,000 who has registered?
Well, the number that GCOM is called is using 174,000. I am as a chief scrutineer, I don't know as yet if that is an accurate figure. They're just quoting a figure. They should show us by region, by electoral district, how many persons have been registered so far. So that is only a ballpark figure that GCOM is using. They should come out and say that for region 1 and to region 10, these are the number of persons that have registered. And then we will know, based on the population-wise in these regions, the number of persons who have registered and who have not been registered.
I saw some reports that your presidential candidate may have registered.
No, I doubt. The presidential candidate have not been registered, and he has been keeping the call that people must not participate in this illegal process that has been taking place.
What happens if the Chief Justice rule to go ahead with the house?
Well, we'll see from that. When the Chief Justice rule, we'll decide our fate from that. But I doubt whether, because the laws clearly state that September the 11th, September the 18th, election must be held before September the 18th.
An appeal is a possibility?
Well, we have to wait and see. Depends on how the CJ rule. But as I said, I am very optimistic that the CJ will uphold our laws of the country.
Sir, tell me a bit about why you're protesting out here today.
Well, it's obvious. Elections were due since March the 21st. The government stayed in illegally on a pretext of questioning within the judiciary. The judiciary is also pronounced. We have another deadline, which is September 18. The life of this government has come to an end, and they must call elections. By law, it's not just what we would like. This is by law and in accordance with the Constitution. That's all we are asking for. The people spoke twice at local government election. 66% of the people rejected them. The people spoke through their representatives on December 21st. It is time for them to act legally in accordance with the Constitution and as affirmed by the judiciary. And so that's why we are out here. Dissolve the parliament, call the elections now. And the question on people's minds right now, why many of them are out here, is why are you so scared? We live in a democracy. We live with freedom. We fought hard. We gave our lives, our sweat and blood to restore democracy to this country. And we are not going to allow it to be taken, to be ripped away from us. That's why we are here, and we will be out here all the time until the law is obeyed.
Permit me to go off on a tangent, but what is your view of Guyana's healthcare system under the coalition?
And tomorrow I would ask everybody to read in my column the health sector, like other sectors like agriculture, is collapsing before our eyes. As all these people are here today, the x-ray at Georgetown Hospital is not working. The x-ray at New Amsterdam is not working. The theater at West Demerara and in Surrey are not working. And whilst the sector is collapsing, the minister is missing. The minister is working with her cohorts to violate the Constitution, and nobody's paying attention. Even in their caretaker role, they are entirely missing in action. That is why people have lost confidence in them. So the health sector right now in regions 1, in region 7, 8, 9, in large parts of region 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, there are no medical supplies, no medicine. A couple of weeks ago, the minister went to commission a kitchen at New Amsterdam Hospital. She mentioned nothing about a mortuary that is not functioning up to now. They boasted that cataract surgery, which came to an end in May 2015 at the Port Morant Ophthalmology Center, they boasted that they restarted it a few weeks ago when the American military team, medical team was here. And the medical team did some cataract surgery. They boasted that surgery has returned to Port Morant Hospital. I challenge the minister with you guys in the media to come with me to Port Morant and show me the one surgery they have done outside of what the U.S. military did. I'm challenging her right now. I am going to go down there, let her come. And in fact, right now, since we will give her time, I will show up at 10 o'clock on Friday morning at the Port Morant Hospital. Let her come and let her show how many surgery were done other than what the U.S. military did. It's not working. So the whole system has collapsed whilst they are in a caretaker role. And they don't care. All they care about is to stay in power and enjoy the good life while the people are struggling. That's why we are out here. Not just for election, they have allowed agriculture to collapse. They have, look, thousands of farmers, coconut farmers, who depend on the 2 or 3 coconut they sell. They can't sell those coconut. And the minister, I'm sure, is somewhere in that building looking out, smiling. It is preposterous.
The PNC and express some disappointment. I see you outside of the protest today. Just tell us why you joined the protest.
Basically, we know that the government has infringed on the constitutional right of all citizens. We saw just now the police quick and ready to come to the rescue of Kwame blocking the road for a small matter. But we see that the government and the president has clearly have no respect for the Constitution. They just sitting there. I don't know what they're waiting on. Every 3 months here is another 3 months. This cannot be going on. People are frustrated. I went to some businesses yesterday. The lady told me, she said, she went from making $128,000 to $185,000 to $25,000 a week. So, that's more than half. As a matter of fact, that's 4 times the amount. People are suffering. People can't afford simple things. And all because of the frustration that they're in. People want to continue their lives. I've heard lawyers say they can't take cases because they don't know what tomorrow holds. They don't want to be 2 places. And people are preparing to run out of this place because they're afraid of their lives. People have been calling me, Danny, aren't you afraid of your life? No, I'm not. When you stand up for the right thing, it doesn't matter. When you hold a principle and a value, you just hold to it.
Your father, a former parliamentarian of the PNC. You joined the protest today. Tell us a little.
Well, I had to join the protest. The only reason is one single simple reason. All you got to do, know to count, and I think my grandson could do that at 32 and 33. And the Constitution is clear, is after 90 days, election should be called. And the excuse about having GCOM not ready and you got to get house to house is just an excuse to prolong. You got to be blind and don't even have feeling to know that it's an excuse. So I would like to say that the main reason that me and other people should realize is that you have to be able to adhere to the rule of law. The rule was created, maybe you could say it's a manual like the one you get in your fridge. It was given the 10 Commandments. But people don't want to obey the law, but they expect you to obey the law. How can that be? So all I like to say that the reason why I'm here is that I like to see the rule of law. Because if you don't practice what you preach, then you got to be a hypocrite. That's how I see it, simple. And I've been a PNC member since I used to walk with Desmond Height. One wall was separate. I sleep over here, there's a wall, and Desmond Height was there. I was the only Indian that had the guts around that time to walk with Carbon, in fact, Height first, And then when he moved off the scene, carbine. They had no Indian, so now if I have to go into the office of the president, I have to scan me, you want to scan me. I'm going to kill the president now when I was actually the one who you putting me to work next to him? That's crazy. I'm not going to go in the office for nothing and nobody is scanning me. I'm a nutritionist and that thing have side effects. It can lead to cancer, that much I know. So I like to call on whoever that they obey the rule of law. I'm a Christian. He made some statement quote in the Bible. Some things are past. He's not a pastor, but if you believe everybody go to church, don't tell me you can't understand the Bible. So it's have nothing to do with you being a pastor. Everything to do with the rule of law.